Hello, it is Friday, September 22nd. Today I have my cacao and art gathering here in London. Yesterday night I moved from my Airbnb to my friend Greta's home, and we hadn't seen each other in 8 years. We speak through WhatsApp all the time, and it just felt like we saw each other yesterday. I love these friendships that just feel like it was yesterday that we saw each other, even though it's been 8 years. And I'm so excited for the cacao and painting gathering today. So this morning I took it super slow. My yoga flow was super helpful to bring me back to my heart and to my body. And I did this beautiful loving awareness meditation with Manoj from Open. And it was a meditation about loving awareness, which is a teaching by Ram Dass, which I really resonate with. And this morning I came to the park. I feel that whenever I travel, going to a piece of nature feels really grounding and really like home. I would rather do that than go to like the touristy spaces and the places people say like you need to definitely go here. I think what I definitely need to always do is go to a park or be in nature, and this beautiful park is everything that I needed this morning. And I have a cup of lotus and Bolinsana with me. I want to take it super slow in order to be fully present for today's gathering. I'm so excited for it. And I was nervous. I feel the nervousness start to go away. And now it just feels like loving celebration. In September, I had the opportunity to visit London for 10 days. I was there to do some scientific research for my paintings at the biggest herbarium and fungariums in the world. I will be sharing another video on that soon. Within those 10 days, I hosted a cacao and art gathering, saw some art shows, and went to museums. I visited a couple of beautiful art supply shops that looked like they were from the Harry Potter world. I sat down to read and write at a few coffee shops, visited bookshops, and hung out with friends and family. This vlog is a compilation of those days. There's so much that goes into art making besides the actual act of creating. For me, taking time to get inspired by other people's art, cuisines, books, and stories is an essential part of it. I also absolutely love getting inspired by nature, as you may know if you've been around here for a minute. Not only by hiking and learning from medicinal plants and mushrooms, but also by visiting botanical gardens and reading books about nature. Of course, you don't need to travel to another country to do this. It is just a matter of getting curious and making time to have art dates with yourselves. In the ones you let yourself be inspired by anything and everything. It is Monday. Today I am at my friend Greta's home and I'm going to Kew for the first time. I was at Kew doing research at the herbarium last week. Today I'm going to actually see the garden, and tomorrow I'm going there to visit the fungarium and do some research there. This last Friday was the gathering with cacao and painting, and I have so much to share about that, but I have little time right now. And what was one of the most beautiful things is I was not expecting like letters and cards and gifts, and there was a bunch that this beautiful, amazing woman gifted me. And later I will do a little haul because now I have to go to Kew. Maybe I'll just film the haul of all the beautiful gem gifts that I got once I'm back home in Woodstock. But I just wanted to check in for a little bit.
This is Turnham Green. This is a District Line train to Richmond. The next station is Gunnersbury.
Here's a little break to share with you about Squarespace, today's video sponsor. Squarespace is the virtual home of my website, art portfolio, online shop, email campaigns, and now exclusive member areas. I recently migrated to Squarespace 7.1 and I've been loving how easy it is to fully customize my website with their fluid engine and in hand with their award-winning template. I am currently holding a cacao and meditation online container, and thanks to Squarespace member areas, it's been super easy to share an exclusive online portal. If you're feeling called to start your website or online business this 2024, Squarespace and I are giving you a 2-week free trial, and once you're ready to launch, you can use the code CAROAREVALO to get 10% of your first purchase of a website or domain with them.
Pagoda Avenue.
I am at the Royal Botanical Gardens at Kew Gardens. I arrived 4 hours ago and I've been to a bunch of the gardens so far, but I was just seeing at my map and realizing that I've done maybe like a fifth of the whole garden. It's around 2 p.m. so I'm taking a little break to eat. The weather is so beautiful. It feels like summer once again. We are at 72 degrees, which is like 23 Celsius. So I think that after eating a bit, I'll take a little nap. And after napping, I will go see the water lily pond and the Veronica Amazonica house. And there's just a lot on my list to do today, but I'll be taking a little nap before continuing, because isn't it the best luxury of the world to take a little nap under a tree, under the sun, in nature? At least for me, that's the luxury in life. back from London and so happy to be sharing this haul of gifts with you. While I was in London, I held this cacao and painting journey at a space that I rented out. It was a dream. It was really one of the most special gatherings I've ever held. It was also one of the first times that I've jumped and been like, I want to host a gathering. I know 3 people in the city. Let's just do it. Let's see who shows up. And it really was such a beautiful gathering, such an amazing space. I would have not been able to hold a space without my friends and sisters, Kate and Greta, who came to support me. I thought I would be able to hold down the fort and make everything by myself. It's been such a beautiful teaching that it really takes a village to create something like this. And something that I was not expecting at all is to get gifts by the folks that came. I want to make a little haul of that. Let's jump into it. One of my favorite things is that I got beautiful cards and letters. So this one was from Katarina. We've known each other online through Patreon. She's one of my Patreons, and Katarina is an amazing artist, and she works at a coffee shop that I got to visit while I was in London. And she recently came out with her own line of teas and gifted me this warming spice tea, which has a lot of my favorite herbs. And what I love is that this package was made with her artwork, and inside the box, this is the tea. I've already been using it, and it comes not only with the tea, but also with one of Katarina's prints. This one she made while we were having a Patreon art challenge. And besides this tea, Katarina wrote me this hand letter. Dear Caro, thank you for bringing me close to nature and giving me hope that I too can become a full-time artist one day. All the love and blessings, Katarina. I also got a very sweet gift by Catherine, and Catherine gave me a little pouch of love. So I got this painting made by Catherine and a letter that says, Dearest Caro, thank you for what I'm sure will be a magical evening. Grateful for all that is known to me. Grateful for all that will be shown to me. With gratitude, Catherine. She also gifted me this book that I was actually eyeing and thinking of getting, Gems of Nature, Fungi, a Species Guide, and it's this illustrated guide to fungi, which you may know that I'm obsessed with. Sister, thank you for bringing some of the magic of the universe with you to London. With gratitude, Catherine. And Catherine also gifted me this beautiful crystal in the shape of a mushroom, which I've been keeping in my altar. Alright, and lastly, I believe this was also a gift from Catherine. If it was not Catherine and it was someone else, I'm so sorry. I feel like I remember that evening as me being out of my body the whole time, and in between being happy and nervous and trying to figure out the logistics, that everything was going according to plan. Thank you so much for this gift. This is a Hannah Mule, which is one of my favorite paper brands out there. I actually have used Hannah Mule for a lot of my prints, especially the limited edition prints that I do. But this is a Hannah Mule toned watercolor journal. Very looking forward trying this one out. I've never had a toned watercolor book, so this is going to be very exciting. And then I have the most beautiful gifts by Olga. Olga and I also met through Patreon, and I love stamps. This is a love that has been passed down by my dad. My dad collects stamps, and every time that we get together, I always ask him if he can show me part of his collection or if I can help him rearrange his collection. But anyhow, Olga knows about my love for stamps, and she gifted me the most beautiful stamps ever. There's a bunch that are from Latvia, where Olga is originally from. There are some Dutch posts. This is hands down one of the favorite gifts that I've ever received. I was just so happy to meet Olga in person because we've been chatting online for years, and having her there and being able to hug each other. Pepe gifted me these omelette crisps that I believe are matcha flavor. I haven't opened them yet because I've been doing Ayurveda for a while, but
I cannot wait to try these. I love to always try different flavors from cuisines from around the world, either main dishes or desserts or all of it. So I'm very excited to try these up. I'm waiting for a very special occasion to share it with a friend. And lastly, I have a few gifts from Rima, and I got these cover container. Sometimes there's words in English that I don't know. It's like a protective case that can be used for my sketchbooks, for any time that I am painting, either traveling or painting outdoors. I got this CD, Rima's son plays on a band that is called Time for Tea, and this CD is called Gallivanting. And I also got from Rima's son's band, Time for Tea, this cool tote bag, which I have been using non-stop. And lastly, I got this gift by Amy May. Gifted me this painting that she did, this candle, which I haven't lit up yet. But this is a little bit of what that experience was. It was just so special. Like, part of me is now like, oh my god, should I make like a world tour sharing like cacao and painting gatherings and do like a little cacao and painting gathering tour around the world? Like, I'm already dreaming up all the possibilities because it's so beautiful. I get to sit here, and even though you're here watching these, for me it's me in my art studio by myself filming, talking to my camera. So it's just so much more beautiful when we get to see each other in person and hug and like maybe cry or laugh together or paint together. And I feel it's just such a different experience than videos are, even though videos are such an amazing tool. We wouldn't be connected in real person if at first we would have not met online and all that. So I'm so thankful for the internet, but I think like I'm even more amazed and happy when we all get to meet each other, and hopefully that'll come 2024. But yeah, I wanted to share this little haul of the gifts that I got, and I think I already talked enough. On another video, I'll share with you the books that I brought back with me from England, which are a few, and I already read 2 of them, but that will be later. Thank you for watching this haul.
Thank you for joining me on this video. Hoping 2024 brings a waterfall of blessings to you. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. I will see you on the next one.